Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the Court Secretary General France Atwoli had warned Mudavadi and the former Bungoma Senator, who is now the Speaker of the National Assembly, Senator Wetangula, not to join William Samoei Ruto. He warned them that if they want to be out of government, then they should make the mistake of joining William Samoei Ruto. The only way for these two to survive politically or be in the next government was only by supporting railaodinga. That is the position of France Atwoli during the 2022 campaign. And he went to an extent of warning Wetangula directly that he was going to mount a serious campaign against Senator Wetangula in Bungoma, in Vihiga, in Trans Nzoia, in Kakamega, and in Busia. I personally believe that France Atwoli did exactly what he said. But I'm seeing some of the Kenya Kwanza members of parliament, including Didmas Barada, sharing a video of France Atwoli giving a warning to Wetangula. I want you to listen to this video shortly, and after this, I'm going to explain to you how France Atwoli managed to reduce the influence of Musalia and Wetangula in Western region, but again how these two managed to bounce back. Watch this video shortly.
I will be there in Bungoma. I will be there in Kakamega. I will be there in Vihiga. I will be there in Busia. I'm going to be there in Trans Nzoia. And there will be no escape route for Moses Wetangula. There will be no escape route for Moses Masika Wetangula. Son.
Now we are continuing with our panel discussion, but just a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you're not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that another time, once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our videos to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, after the court had already pronounced itself on the presidential petition by upholding William Samoei Ruto's victory, this is what the Court Secretary General, France Atwoli, said. William Ruto is an articulate politician. I had foreseen him becoming the president of Kenya. I did not say he can't be a president. I am urging all Kenyans to rally behind him, give him an opportunity to form his government and support him. France Atwoli, Kotu KSG. So shared by TV47. Now, in my own view, at least in one way or another, what France Atwoli said came halfway fulfilled. Another halfway, former Kakamega, so the former Bungoma senator and the ANC party leader, Wetangula and Mudavadi, disapproved Atwoli. A half, what Atwoli said has happened. Another half, Mudavadi and Wetangula, have disapproved France Atwoli. How has it happened? In 2017, after the general election, ANC party managed to gain 13 members of parliament. They got one slot for nomination, so they had 14 members of parliament. By then, Wiper Party had 19 members of parliament. So 14 and 19, what is the difference? The difference is 5 members of parliament. I wanted to look on Senator Wetangula in 2017. Wetangula had 12 members of parliament. I think one nominated, they made it to 13 members of parliament in 2013. Not 2013, 2017. The same Wetangula had 2 governors. Same Wetangula alikuwa na 2 senators. Musalia Mudavadi had 2 senators but did not have a governor. So what I want you to check as of now, how many members of parliament does Senator Masika Wetangula have? See, Senator, nimezoea hiyo. Does Wetangula, the National Assembly Speaker, has? As we are talking now, Wetangula has 7 members of parliament, 1 senator, 1 governor. Wapi senator mmoja alienda wapi? Wapi another governor? Wameenda wapi? They have all gone. How did they go? Atwoli managed to bring in and help the DAP party to come on board. And this DAP party is the one that it dug deeper into the support of the Ford Kenya party, and they managed to have some of these governors on their side and even members of parliament. That alone already reduced the bargaining power and the growth of Ford Kenya party and even the party leader himself. Because progressively, one would think that because Ford Kenya managed to get 13 members of parliament, at least in 2022, they were supposed to be at 20 or at least make the party a parliamentary party, because now having 2 governors, they only needed to add 1. Having 2 senators, they only needed to add 2. 1 senator, 1 governor, and then get 7 more members of parliament and make for the Kenya party a parliamentary party. That alone was going to at least raise the bargaining power of Wetangula, and even in the near future, kila mtu atakuwa anaadamaya Wetangula. So it has failed. In that way, Francis Atwoli got it right. So wakati alikuwa anasema I will be in Bungoma, Atwoli was in Bungoma. Come to the issue of Musalia Mudavadi, the ANC party leader. What happened? ODM party, through the influence and advice of Francis Atwoli, because I know very well, Atwoli played a very critical role to move people like Ayubu Savula, Bishop Titus Hamala, a strong supporter of ANC and a man who believed so much in Musalia Mudavadi. Tindi Mwale, Oscar Nablindo, Aseka Miradi, you can name them, to move to ODM party. All of this game was played in Francis Atwoli's house. And all of these people have bounced back. They got elected, and as we're speaking now, even if you add the nominated slot, ANC has 9 members of parliament. They don't have a senator, they have 1 governor. Kutoka Coast Region. That is the current position. So, from 14, you reduced to 9. You lost 5. But actually, they needed just to add 6. And then from 2 senators, add 1. Then because they don't have governors, at least add 3. ANC party will be a parliamentary party as we are speaking now. So when Atwoli said that I will be in Vihiga, he was in Vihiga. Because ANC got it wrong. From the senator, from the governor. When Atwoli said I will be in Kakamega, Atwoli was in Kakamega. Because, of course, we are seeing Senator Cleophas Malala failed. When Atwoli said that I will be in Busia, Busia is ODM. Kulikuwa na Bunyasi, a good leader, but because of the party, he could not make it. Atwoli was in Trans Nzoia. That's why you can see Natembea there. So you cannot ignore the influence of Atwoli in as much William Ruto has won. So, yes, Mudavadi and Wetangula have bounced back to the government, but they are wounded because of their numbers. So, in as much Kenya Kwanza, ANC party, UDA or whoever is celebrating that Atwoli's word have backfired the way they are saying, it is true, halfway it has backfired, but Atwoli managed. Because assume these members of parliament could have stayed with Musalia Mudavadi, I think even ODM could have lost more. But because of the influence and the wisdom of Francis Atwoli, at least they managed. I want to tell you one thing here. If Musalia Mudavadi could have managed to have his members of parliament stay in the ANC, what we are speaking now, imambo ya 9 members of parliament, it will not be 9. Wangekuwa tu wote 13 sababu 14 sababu wote walishinda. Hata mwenye alikuwa nominated Osoti amekuwa senator saizi. As we are speaking now, Mudavadi will have 3 senators. As we are speaking now, because he managed to score in cost, he could have managed to have elsewhere another 2 governors. As we are speaking now, Mudavadi will have 20 members of parliament because he only needed to add 6. And that will be a strong political party. To an extent, when Ruto is working with him, he would have big respect for Musalia and Wetangula, because already these people that he's trading with, they have a parliamentary party. He will have big respect for them. But because their party was sacrificed in the support for William Ruto, Ruto will understand that these people sacrifice to support me to get what I have. But again, kuna ile hali ya hata mmekuja lakini hamuna numbers. But zenyu ziko chini sana. So there will be that thing always. And that also is still a wound that Mudavadi should look on how, and Wetangula, on how they are going to heal it ahead of 2027. UDA failed candidate in Western, wakaanguka wote. If Mudavadi could have negotiated well with William Ruto the way we had said, because I said here, watu ANC wakasema maneno hapa na wale wa Kenya Kwanza, Mudavadi angebaki na Western, at least he could have scored better. But you see, UDA came in to spoil. Hawakupata kitu. ANC kuna wabunge wawili Kakamega. UDA walipata 0. In Vihiga walikuja kunyang'anya Mudavadi nyumbani, what we are saying. So there is a big wound and a big hole that Musalia and Wetangula need to fill as quick as possible, rather than celebrating being in this government. They should plan strategically how they are going to mount their support in 2027. If not, I see them going again in a wrong direction. So yes, William Ruto became president contrary to what Atwoli said, but again, some people were wounded here, and we can see. That's my view. I don't know what to think about this, but it is better we meet in the comment section to have a continuation of this conversation so that I can also listen to your views. See you in our next video.